Stella.
Jerome, right?
Jerome. Pleasure to meet you. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good
Yes,
memory.
I know.
Good memory, good memory. So, Stella, coming from Louisiana, New Orleans, to be
Yes.
specific, New Orleans,
Yes.
the NOLA. My goodness, what brings you to Austin, Texas, to the Texas Fruit Festival?
I have been following a high fruit, high raw based lifestyle for several years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love the way it makes me feel.
Mm.
But it's kind of isolating. I mean, I'm already kind of weird from most people. A
Really?
little different
Okay.
when you get to know me,
Yeah.
if you get to know me.
Uh-huh.
um, and so yeah, I haven't met anyone on this path. I've only watched YouTube videos
Mm-hmm.
or followed people on Instagram, and so I really wanted to connect with people who were into the same things
Mm-hmm.
and um, just like-minded
Yeah.
fruity friends,
Yeah.
and listen to some pros.
For sure. Some
Yeah,
people who have paved the way or maybe
yeah,
even have lived experience in areas that other people find uncommon,
yeah,
unconventional,
exactly.
unorthodox,
Yes,
but seems pretty more natural to our natural way of living, maybe even just our natural makeup.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of people, they hear about this, like say my family, and they think like, what? It doesn't make sense. You're missing this and that and all
Mm.
of this. But to me, it resonates.
Yes.
Like it just feels right. It feels natural. Like what, how it's supposed to be as a human,
Mm.
closer to that path of how it could be.
Yeah. Because what was the transition like for you going towards high fruit, high, or just even in this, fruit based living, frugivore living? Like, what was that transition like? When did that transition take place for you?
Um, so it was, I think it was around 2018. So well, I
Okay.
have been mostly vegan since like 2007.
Oh, wow. You were
Yeah.
ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Way ahead. Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Um, but I didn't, it was mostly for the animals, partially
Mhm.
for health, but I didn't feel much healthier
Okay.
that way. And so I was still like searching for answers,
Mm.
kind of to just get more energy, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I found some interview. I don't remember who it was now,
Mm.
but they talked about how fruit's the natural diet of humans, and um, they had way more energy this way, and
Mm-hmm.
it like cleansed the body. It was
Mm-hmm.
easy to digest, so the body could function better.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was just like it like clicked. It made sense to me, and I've always loved fruit, but I was told like, well, just have a serving or two. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a meal.
You need to have a balanced
Yeah,
diet.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. But I tried it out, and I loved how I felt, and then I just expanded. And what was your question?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just getting a feel for how you started. I mean,
yeah.
for me when it came to raw veganism
Mhm.
and just veganism in general,
Mhm.
same thing, it was for the animals.
Mhm.
You mentioned for the
Yeah.
animals, and I like that because when I was looking at your page, I mean, you're about animals.
I am.
Like you're an animal
I
lover.
am.
It's
Yeah.
clear. It's very
Yeah.
clear. And when I first watched, one of the documentaries was The Game Changers, there was What the Health. But when I made it, Stella, when I watched Earthlings,
That was the one for me that made me vegan.
that was the one.
Yes.
That was the one.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy hit me so hard.
Mhm.
I went into the grocery store. I felt like all I could see were dead bodies. And I couldn't see what we call meat, like just flesh,
Yeah.
all I said, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What have I been doing? So the
Mhm.
fact that you transitioned in 2007, my God, oh my God, you're in
Yeah.
heaven, 2007.
Yeah.
You were in heaven.
Yeah.
So I wish that I had transitioned that early, but it was only in my late 20s that I made the transition. So for me, it was like 2019. But you're saying 2018 was when you went fully into the fruit area.
Well, that's when I got interested.
That's when you
That's
got
when I
interested.
started eating a lot more fruit.
A lot more fruit.
I still had lots of cooked food. I mean, but I was like, yeah, it was a long, slow transition.
Yeah.
It's like started. I mean, I guess I was high raw, high fruit for a long time. I guess I can still call myself that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And what were some of the benefits that you started to feel, like on a physical level, a mental level, an emotional level, and maybe even a spiritual level? Like, what were some of the benefits that you started to receive?
Yeah, okay, so physical, I felt just lighter, like not so tired, better digestion, just sort of like I used to have a lot of back pain.
Okay.
It just sort of disappeared.
Really? Just
kind of, yeah.
Where did the back pain come from?
Lower back.
Okay. Was it just like posture, or was it certain things?
Yeah, I mean, at the time I was working this job for years. That it was a lot of standing and carrying things, and no, it was hurting. And yeah, I don't know, it just stopped.
Just I want to get a picture. I'm trying to see the vision. So when you say it just stopped,
yeah,
like due to your diet?
I think so.
Wow.
Or a mindset, which is maybe another benefit of the diet.
Okay.
Like maybe I started to accept the job more, but I think it was all because of the diet, because it cleansed out the acids.
Yeah.
And then so along with other changes, I felt happier.
Wow.
And I just felt like I just got goosebumps thinking about what I'm about to say.
Okay.
The world was more beautiful. Like I went outside and I saw the trees and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Like everything is just like magical.
Wow.
Like I've been in heaven this whole time and I didn't know it. You know? And so that goes with spiritual kind of too. And emotional.
Yes.
Yeah, I just felt lighter. I felt, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just great.
We talk about how that's like, and thank you for sharing, Stella. Like, thank you, because that experience is very relatable. You know, when you're talking about getting lighter, that's like a form of enlightenment. You know, you're enlightened.
Yeah.
You know, and more light can come in when you're lighter.
Right.
So, my goodness, you know, when you're talking about the world, you could just see things more vividly, more vibrantly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like almost like it used to be gray, and then all of a sudden there's so many colors.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not that the world itself changed, but it sounds like your eyes changed.
Right.
Like you could see the world in a different way.
Yeah.
Because a person can stand side by side to another person. Even if somebody's at a museum and they're looking at a work of art, one person can see, oh, this is ugly. And the next person be like, this is beautiful. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, it's magnificent.
Yes.
So you started looking at the world differently. Yeah. Everything started to shine. Wow.
Exactly. And I wonder if that's what they mean by like going to a different level of consciousness, or like how the world's people in the world can maybe split, and like some people are on just a different level, and so we see the world differently, even though it's the same world.
Right.
I don't know.
It's kind of like we're operating, and it sounds like in different dimensions.
Yeah.
You know, different dimensions or dimensional consciousness, where one of my good friends, Stella, they told me that, you know, diet is kind of like an acronym for do I experience this? Do I experience this? Yeah. And when you're in a different diet, you're like in a different dimension. You know, you're in a different realm. Yeah. You're in a different reality. Because what we feed changes our mentality, which does have an effect, you know? Yeah. So that's amazing. So now, was it immediate, or was it like over time? Was it slowly and gradually?
It must have been gradual. I don't really remember,
Hmm.
but it didn't take long.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And did that like, I mean, what did that impress upon you that it didn't take a long duration to really shift your vibration in that way?
It's just like it just confirmed that this was a truth. Like
Okay.
this was a step in the right direction, you know, and like it didn't matter what studies said or, you know, someone telling me I need protein or like whatever. None of that matters. Like what I feel just tells me what I need to know.
What you feel is real.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
feeling state.
Yes.
It's a feeling state.
Yeah.
So the feeling is what's most revealing,
Mm-hmm.
and the feeling is even more healing.
Yes.
So there's really no ceiling. Come on.
Yes.
So my goodness, Stella, how long had you been dealing with back pain up until that point?
Oh, years.
For years.
Years, yeah.
And you're telling me that you switched your diet and it went away in what, we talking months? We talking weeks?
That's a good question. Again, I don't remember exactly, but I'd say a month.
A month.
Yeah.
In 30 days. Okay, and you'd been dealing with it for years.
Yeah.
And in 30 days,
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Like, how did you, I mean, what emotions, what was going on within you when you realized that the pain that you had dealt with for so long, that you had endured, had dissipated?
Just felt free and light and like, you know, a lot of people complain about their age, calling themselves old.
Right.
Like saying like, oh, you know, I'm old,
Mm-hmm.
so my back hurts, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, I'm not old yet. Maybe never will be.
Why should you be?
So I
Yeah.
can't speak for, you know, when it actually happens, but I feel like it's not something that needs to be attached to the body. Like anything can heal.
Right.
Basically, I think. Maybe not some things, but yeah, the body heals itself. It regenerates.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think aging might be a lie, and with that, like pain and everything.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
So
Something to figure out.
I mean, I would love that we're solving this puzzle together. We're figuring it out. So it's like the body is the healer and the revealer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we're talking about, you know, putting these pieces of the puzzle together and really going back to simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, human beings, for some reason, we've come out of this natural way. And I myself was definitely out of the natural way, or the alignment with the assignment when it comes to just that confinement of nutrition. And I need to get the protein, like the protein myth, right? Protein programming. I was definitely in it. I was definitely doing the creatine, the whey protein, the starch, the pastas, the linguinis, the fettuccinis, the everything, right? And it was never enough.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
never enough.
Yeah.
There was never enough sauces. There was never enough spices. There was never enough dressing. It was depressing,
Yeah.
you know? And I was always constantly stressing with like, where is my next meal? I need the next. And as soon as I would eat something, I would still feel hungry.
Me too. Me too. It blows my mind. Like, I'll say especially with cooked food.
Yeah.
Like, or mainly, I don't know. But I would just want more and more, and it would never stop. And it created this binging thing.
Mm-hmm.
It felt uncontrollable.
Man.
It's awful. But then if you just stop, like I've also fasted a bit, and I know that like I don't eat anything.
Right.
Like I don't feel the need to binge when I'm not eating.
Right.
But when I do eat something like that, I do feel that need.
Yes. The need comes back.
Yeah, it's crazy. The more you do something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the more we have, the more we want. The more we eat, the more we need.
Yeah.
The more we feed, the more we need.
Yeah.
And there's a feeling like, you feel like you're depleting when you're constantly feeding and you're
Yeah.
constantly needing,
Yes.
you know? And it's
Exactly.
like, what is your body actually receiving,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
So it's really interesting, like we were saying with how things can be simple, but we'd rather make them hard.
Right.
We're not used to simplicity. We're not used to, okay, one ingredient,
Mhm.
like your earrings, like orange, just an orange,
Yeah.
not like, high fructose corn syrup,
Right.
not like maltodextrin, like all of these,
Citric acid.
yeah, citric, like all of these ingredients
Right.
on the label, some
Right.
things you can't even pronounce.
Yeah,
Why does
exactly.
that have to be in there?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all of these things. I was eating so many things that were so complex, the
Mhm.
complex carbs, the complex this, the complex that, and bringing it back to just simplicity.
Mhm.
It's growing on a tree. The tree is yielding. The fruit is falling down.
Yes.
You
It's
know.
there, ready for us just to grab. That's all you gotta do.
you
Just
know,
grab it.
it's there for you to grab. It's not built in a lab.
Yeah.
You know. So I love it because even when you're talking about fasting
Mhm.
and certain practices that can be longer lasting,
Mhm.
such as fasting, how was fasting answering some of the questions you might have been asking with your body? Like, how did fasting from food entirely help you
Mhm.
during those durations?
Um. Well, I think mainly just opened my mind more.
Hmm.
I can't say like what physical benefits, if any, because I haven't done it enough to know maybe.
Hmm.
But like when I found out like a human could live just on fruit, I
Right.
was like, what? What? And then I
Mm.
didn't know that it could go to another level where
Right.
humans could don't need any food at all.
Right.
And I was like, you know, I still don't know the limits or expansions of it,
Hmm.
but that blew my mind
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah.
Like, what is real? Like,
Exactly. Yes.
like,
Yeah.
and oh, I read this book called what was it called? The Return to the Brain of Eden. Have you read
Okay.
that?
No, I haven't. What's that one?
Okay, it's really good.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I only started it. I'm like halfway.
Okay.
But he talks about how our origins are breatharian,
Mm.
and like we used to not need food at all.
Whoa.
We just had clean air. We
Mm.
breathed. We lived to be like 100, 500 years old, and we
Mm.
were tall, and like it's really cool.
The more you breathe, the less you need.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, how did that nourish your curiosity? Like, how did that inspire you? They say to be inspired is to be in spirit. How
Yeah.
was your spirit lifted when that text was gifted? You know, how was your reality shifted?
um, Majorly, like it just I don't know, like it just opens up the world to this whole new world.
Oh my gosh, I'm in Aladdin. Where's the magic carpet?
It like really is magic,
Okay, Princess
like
Jasmine.
we are
Yeah.
we're like these magical beings,
Yeah.
and like who knows like what else we can do, like
Hmm.
I don't know, astral travel or whatever.
For sure.
And like that everything is a lie pretty much that
Mm.
they tell us
Hmm.
everything about our past, what we need to
Mm.
survive.
Mm.
Obviously the food pyramid.
For
I
sure.
mean, just like everything.
Hmm.
Name a topic, it's
Yeah.
probably been lied about,
Yeah.
and it's probably for a reason, not to get into conspiracies unless you want
We can if you want to. It's up to you.
to.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go there. It definitely it gets you pondering, it gets you thinking, and it lets you know that there's more than meets the eye. There's so much to the knowledge we didn't learn in college. There's so much to just all these areas that we're not talked about, we're shied away from, not even spoken about. I mean, I've had so many conversations, even with doctors, with nurses, or even people who have met with doctors and nurses, and they all agree that, you know, nutrition is not really given that much in the medical field.
Yeah, right.
You know, especially with Western medicine, allopathic medicine, like it's not it's not a focus. You know, it's really not an area of concentration with our
Right.
consumption.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It should be so important. Like
we would think it would
the
be.
fuel that we give ourselves
Hmm.
or don't give ourselves.
Right. And it took me so many years, like over 2 decades, to make the connection between my emotions, my feelings, and what I was putting in my body.
Yeah.
Like to make that connection between like feeling down, feeling depressed, feeling like I wasn't enough, feeling like things are rough, feeling like times are tough. But I'm stuffing, you know?
Yes.
I'm stuffed with all this stuff.
Right.
So I never made that connection until finally, like, I put down the knife, I put down the fork, I put down even the spoon. And then I got more in tune,
Yeah.
you know? And it starts happening soon,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So I really enjoy just learning from other people who are giving themselves that time, giving themselves that space, giving your body a break,
Yeah.
you know, just from the
Yeah.
constant
It goes
tasting.
through so much.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Our whole lives.
Hmm. Yeah.
3 meals a day.
Plus snacks in
Plus
between,
snacks.
you
Yeah.
know?
Dessert if you're a good boy.
Oh my God. That too. So actually, that's a great point that you make, Stella. So dessert if you're a good boy, that whole like, you know,
Yeah.
cracking the whip. So at the dinner table, coming up in New Orleans, in Louisiana, where food is not a little thing.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing. Come on now. So what was it like growing up, like your family, the dynamic around the dinner table, and how does your family look upon your lifestyle today?
My family was, they thought, they think, I thought, pretty healthy compared to most others.
Mhm.
You know, like we didn't do much fast food or candy and stuff,
Mhm.
but typical meat and starch and butter and all the things,
Mhm.
lots of bread. Um,
So there
and
was there the
and they, you know, they thought like, oh, it's whole grain bread, so we're doing great.
okay.
You know, and yeah, sorry, what were you
Was
gonna
there
say?
the beignets?
Oh yes,
The
the beignets.
boudin?
Yes, yep,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. They're not. My family's not super Cajun, but we still had some of that.
Mhm.
And yeah, you know, meat was important. My mom wasn't too big into that, so you know, she tried to reduce it sometimes.
Mhm.
Still, you know,
Yeah.
every night probably.
Okay.
And now they, you know, again, my mom's more like open to it. She's kind of interested in learning some things. You know, my brother's kind of the opposite spectrum into the carnivore diet,
Got it.
but we're both into health.
Yes.
You know, he's on a different path.
For sure.
Yeah, and my dad, he he's kind of typical. He loves like nice restaurants and fancy food, which I think is all too much. You know,
Yeah.
loves his wine.
Mhm.
So you know, I'm kind of just the weirdo vegan. I don't think they even really know to what extent.
They don't know. Okay, okay.
Maybe my mom knows a little more.
I relate.
They know a little more, but
Yeah,
know,
the black sheep. I relate to being the black sheep in my
Mhm.
family. I relate to being the one who is over there. You
Mhm.
stay over there.
Yeah.
You know, the one who is kind of ostracized and outcast and just, you know, the outside. Even though I'm inside, I'm still kind of outside.
Yeah.
They kind of look at me and, you know, they're not really interested. And I don't press anything upon them. I don't, you know, push anything upon them. But you just be a living example of your own health and wellness. And being an embodiment, you know, if they come around and ask questions, then we can sit down and have a dialogue. But I never tell them, you know, what they should or should not do or anything even
generally
though
work.
no, it doesn't. Like I feel like no one's a prophet in their own home. No one is a
So
prophet,
true.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I told you, I've been mostly vegan since 2017. So that's no, sorry, 2007.
Okay.
So that's was it almost 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
18 years.
Mhm.
And just this year, my dad was like, "Do you eat fish?" I was like, "No."
Like, come on,
I
Dad.
don't know if you forgot.
Dad,
Or,
come on.
I don't know.
It's me, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad is me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So the awareness you're saying is not always there.
Right.
Got you.
It's
Got you.
it's mostly it's usually there.
I got you. I got you. But I love that you still have love. You know, I
Yeah.
love that you still have compassion, you still have grace, and you still have that acceptance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to accept myself being not accepted. You
Mm.
know, it's hard to be different. To it's just people's comments I get tired of
Yeah.
dealing with. So yeah, it's hard sometimes, but I'm getting more over that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to be doing all right.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. So, Stella, being at events like this,
Mhm.
being inspired by, like you said, the return of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. Well, the book,
Yeah.
The Return to the Brain of Eden.
The return to the brain of Eden, definitely. Jot that down. That'll be one that I need to look up
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
And the return to the brain of Eden. So reading books, getting inspired, being at these places with so many faces and in these spaces,
Mhm.
and also just seeing like what's possible for the human being. What do you feel gives you hope for the future of just humanity as a whole?
Um. I see a lot of people wanting good things in the world,
Mm.
like things that I also want, like people growing their food, people, like even if they don't eat this way, um, I see a trend towards that,
Yeah.
trying to like be more holistic. Um, and definitely being here gives me hope
Yeah.
that, like, you know, I'm not alone.
You're not alone. Yeah.
There's people.
You got family.
Yeah, and it's
Mhm.
really nice to connect. Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah. They
And
say you're
all types, not not just I don't know, like all ages, all. It's fun to see kids there.
for sure. For sure. Like everyone's different shapes and sizes,
Yes,
different
yes,
ages,
yeah,
different ethnicities, different countries, different
yes,
customs, different cultures,
yes, exactly.
different consciousness.
Yeah,
It's all inclusive,
right, exactly.
you know, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's just, I guess, all individuals who made that little connection somewhere along the way,
Mm-hmm.
and here we are.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just cool.
for sure, for sure. So it just seems like, you know, in these spaces, it just gives you a picture or a vision of a brighter future,
Yeah.
you know, a more colorful future,
Yeah.
a more juicy future,
Yes.
you know?
And I would like to live in Eden, something like that, like maybe with a community of people like this
Mm-hmm.
in an orchard. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, with the animals.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of squirrels.
Are the squirrels the ones that?
I love squirrels.
Are you like a squirrel whisperer? Yeah.
I can't say that they listen to me whisper.
They don't
but
come up
I
to
do
you.
whisper.
Oh, you do whisper. Okay,
I don't know
okay.
if they hear me.
There was a time, Stella, that when I was during my longest dry fast, no food, no water, during the longest period that I ever went without, I felt so connected to it was 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, 14 days.
Yeah.
That was the longest.
Wow.
But I felt so connected to the animal. I felt like animals were looking at me.
Wow.
I felt little babies, little children were looking at me. Wow. I felt like something understood that there's someone here that is like tuned in.
That's amazing.
You know,
yeah.
Like reality was responding
Wow.
to me, and just what I was doing in that moment, it felt like very significant.
Mm-hmm.
And it was opening my state of awareness and just my presence,
Yeah.
my peace,
Yeah.
and just my contentment,
Yeah.
you know? And so it just opened me up to feel something that I had never felt before, to touch something I had never touched before.
Mm-hmm.
And once you've touched that, you always know that it's there.
Yeah.
Like when you said you had some experience with fasting, like what did you say was the longest period of time that you said you went without?
Like 5 days.
5 days is
Yeah.
significant. And that was on like what?
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
5 days,
Yeah.
no food, just
Yeah.
water.
It opened my mind.
Oh my God.
So,
Now,
like, and I felt fine.
you felt fine.
Yeah.
So there
A little
wasn't,
tired. You know?
okay, so a little
Like, my
fatigue
body was a little tired.
for
Yeah.
sure. So
Yeah.
you did go through some detox.
Yeah, for sure.
What were you purging? Like what things were emerging?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure something.
Yeah.
I hope.
For sure. You probably, maybe you were one of those people that also, like, some people don't turn around while they're in the restroom to even see what they're releasing, you know? They
Right.
just feel the energy increasing.
Yeah.
They don't care what's releasing.
Right. I mean, you know, I glance, but I haven't used a stick.
No. She's like, I'm not that curious. I'm not that curious. I got you. I got you. No,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like your body was healing. It was doing what it
Yeah,
needs.
I think so, for sure.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could have gone longer. Like, I kind of wanted to. I forget at the time what was going on, but I wanted to have a little more energy,
Mhm.
strength to
Yeah.
do something physical.
Yeah.
Maybe dancing or something. I don't know.
Dancing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movement can be medicine.
Yeah. I do. I don't know if I told you I do partner dancing, like
Nice.
kind of like ballroom, but
Nice.
casual.
Yeah.
So I don't remember at the time, but yeah, maybe one of these days I'll try again.
Yeah, of course. And there's no
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah.
There's no rush. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Especially now, I mean, you're aging backwards. You know, you're reversing.
I hope so.
I mean, like you're on the Benjamin Button path. You know, it's like what we think about aging, you know, the concepts that we have, like you said before, the getting old, the feeling old, the looking old, doesn't have to be your eventuality. It doesn't have to be your reality.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I want to test those limits, you know, like I kind of don't really want to celebrate my birthday. I don't know.
No, it
Maybe
sounds.
little ways.
I mean, sometimes it even sounds. One of my friends, she said that birthday celebration, you know, sometimes you even see little kids that they almost dread singing it.
Interesting.
Like, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old? It's like a spell.
It's spell.
Like
yeah.
you're casting a spell
Yeah.
that just every single
and you
year.
repeat the lines.
And you're lighting candle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a ritual.
Yeah.
So you're like, you kind of want to
Right.
discontinue.
Yeah. Yeah, when you think about the things that people do in society, like a lot of these things like that, when you stop and think why? Like, why do we do this? Just because everyone else does?
Why?
Like,
no one questions
you know,
it.
like a lot of the traditions around like weddings, for example, like I feel like everyone just wants to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but what would you genuinely want to do if you're celebrating your partner or love? Like, you don't have to follow all these rules.
No.
Or if you're celebrating the day you came into your body, you know, there's different ways to do that. I could have a little Leo celebration of some sort, maybe definitely without the song. The song is overplayed.
Yeah. We've heard it too many times on the radio. You know, we've heard that frequency frequently.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we frequently see.
Yeah.
That frequency. So, no, I definitely agree with you. It can be very played out, you know, and we don't have to continue the repetition just because it's been repeated from generation to generation.
Right.
You know, like somebody was saying, you know, when they were cooking or baking, like some sort of bread in a pan in the kitchen, they always cut off like the crust or the tips. They always cut off the ends. And somebody asked him, you know, Mom, why do you always cut off the tips, like the ends of the bread? She's like, I don't know, like grandma always used to do it. And then they asked Grandma, why do you always cut the crust or the tips of the crust on the bread? And she's like, oh, well, my mother always used to do it. And then they went back to the mother and said, well, why did you start doing that? And she said, well, one day I just needed it to fit in the pan and it wouldn't fit. And so I cut off the tips so that it would fit. And that was it. That's how it started. Yeah. But it started a whole tradition. Like the rest of the family did it, not even knowing why they were doing it.
That's funny.
No one knew why. They just knew that's the way it's been done.
Right. Yeah.
You
That's
know?
the way it's been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like we don't have to perpetuate or have a continuation of lower vibrations just because, you know, it's been like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the cake full of flour and sugar.
Right.
Yeah, all that.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. So, you know, it's just lovely to be in your energy, to be in everyone's energy.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, just the community.
Yeah.
You know, the gathering of people coming together. I feel like it gives me hope for the future. And I also, just before we go, if there's somebody who's never even done like a 1-day fast and they're looking at Stella and they're like, she did 5 days. Oh my gosh, I think I'd be suffering. Like, oh my gosh, how did you do it? What would you suggest? What advice would you give for somebody who is just starting fasting and they want to feel the benefits, but they don't know how to begin? What advice would you give?
I would say starting is the hardest part.
Okay.
That first day, making that decision to do it and sticking with it and not giving in. That's the hardest part. But I think once you get past one day, just like try one day and commit to that one day. And then once you do it, you'll wake up and realize, like, I could keep doing this.
I did
like,
it.
That wasn't actually so bad, and it gets easier. I think it can get harder too in different ways.
It can have peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
Ups and downs.
But as far as, I feel like the mindset is the hardest part.
The mind.
And so once you just know your power and commit to it, no food in the house, for sure.
Okay. So environment is key. Environment.
I eat all my food.
Set yourself up for success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that would be hard. Temptations. So yeah, and just, I don't know.
So momentum.
Yeah.
You're like, when you put your mind to it, it's like once you get going, the energy's flowing. But starting is the hardest part.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Great advice. So you're saying, like, when the mind, wherever the mind goes, the body will follow.
Yeah.
That it's mental, you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not really physical, it's mental.
I think so, yeah, for me.
Okay.
Like breaking those binging cycles and everything. It's like this switch, and it's like you have the power anytime. It's just you have to like find it, or like you just have to like, you know, open that little box and like
uncover it. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it seems really hard, but it's actually not. Just relax.
Ooh, like surrender.
Yeah, surrender.
So it's kind of like when we try to control, when we try to grasp, when we try to hold on, we think that that's strong, but that's not the real strength. The real strength is letting go.
Yeah.
Is letting it flow, like relaxing, surrendering, detaching.
Yeah. Oh, and also you reminded me, if you have something to do that brings you joy, like let's say, like I paint sometimes, have a painting to work on and just get into it, get like your mind like focus on that, so you can not focus on food.
Okay.
Or whatever it could be. Distract yourself.
Yeah.
In a good way.
With something that's even more nourishing,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something creative, that
Yeah.
creative flow of energy with your creating in creation. We are creators. So to take that energy, that's like, oh man, that's like painting provisions. That's like a whole meal.
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes if we forget to eat, it's probably because we're doing something we love, or hopefully maybe we're busy with something we don't love, but I feel like when we're not thinking about it, that's when we're really like nourished by something else. It's a good reminder for myself too.
Yeah, for me as well. So you've had times when you're in that mode of creation, when you're in that mode of abundance, where you don't feel lack or scarcity,
Right.
where you feel full, where you feel satiated, where you feel like complete.
Yeah.
So in that mode of creation, like, you're not thinking about food. You're not thinking about, oh, what do I need to go eat? You're just thinking about the canvas.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Stella, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this.
Yes.
This is awesome. If this is someone's first time listening to you and they just really felt touched by your story, they want to get in tune with you a little bit more, or maybe just see a little bit more what you're about, is there any place that somebody could go to find more of you?
Sure. I mean, I guess probably my Instagram would be the most accessible.
Okay.
Stellar Luna. I don't really post much because it about this type of thing, because it feels I don't know if people are interested.
Okay.
I also recently made one called what's it called? Frugivore Fairy.
Okay, Frugivore
That's me
Fairy.
too. Yeah.
Got you. And how do you spell the
just
fairy?
started it. Fairy.
Okay, Frugivore Fairy and Stellar Luna.
Yes.
Much love.
Yeah.
Much love. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for listening. I trust you got a lot out of this. Stay blessed. Much love. And
Much love.
take care.
Bye.